Hey, everybody. My name is Dan Whaley. As David said, I work on the Hypothesis Project. We're an open source organization working towards these same goals to bring an annotation layer over the web. Talk a little bit about the history in just a few minutes. I think the headline is that the people who imagined the web, even before the web was created, so Vannevar Bush in the 40s, Ted Nelson in the 60s, Tim Berners-Lee when he articulated and suggested the web, all imagined a place where people could both knit information together and knowledge together, but also have a meta conversation over that knowledge at the same time. And so this concept, which we're kind of calling annotation or overweb or whatever, was really part of the founding idea of the web from 60, 70 years ago. And what we got instead was a publisher's web, sometimes people call it, which is a browser and then a set of pages that we browse, but we don't have the ability to really interact with each other over that. But it's an old idea. And a lot of people have tried to do this. This spreadsheet that I've shared here is our compendium over 10 years of going back into time. You'll see the first entry here is NCSA Mosaic, and just almost 70 and more now in the last couple of years. We just haven't kept it up as much. Of projects that have in one way or another tried to do this. Third Voice back in '99, UTalk, the Annotation project, which was an early W3C effort to standardize this. People might have heard of Reframe It, Genius, obviously more recently. And the headline here is we're making progress. Standards have been passed in 2017. A lot of people, there's a lot of energy coming together around this. Google just launched being able to share a highlight natively in the browser. And the guy, David Bocon, who's the lead on that project, is now circulating a document that suggests that Google's going to get much more deeply into the annotation space and kind of ship it as a native feature of the browser here just in the last couple of weeks. That's the brief history. I want to say from our perspective, we welcome the energy of people that want to try to solve this problem. I think anybody who is focused on this and putting, honest kind of collaborative energy into it is a knight and should be, kind of applauded and encouraged. So we're super happy.
Dan, can you mention the politics or the technology reasons why they didn't put the annotation in '95?
Well, if you're talking about Mark has Andreessen, who, Mosaic, they implemented it briefly for about 2 months. They were trying to build a web browser and ship a web browser, and that's a hard enough problem. And they, built this kind of group annotation thing in, they beta tested it, but that would have had to have a server that would have had to scale to the size of the web and handle all the conversations and everything. And I think they, from my understanding of, the different stories that I've heard, basically felt like they were trying to do too many things at once. And, they had some questions fundamentally about how to go about it. And so they decided to axe it. And, he kind of regrets it now, but that was the right decision at the time.